Hey you, it's Jess here and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be planning the week of January 13th through the 19th, and we're going to be using my Caress Press inserts as well as this Caress Press kit called Frozen Lake. This was released a while back. It may have been a mystery, or I think it's just a release. I think it was for last winter, but I decided to save it for this winter. And I am pairing it with a rose gold foil bundle from Scribble Prints Co, just the confetti design, because I wanted to do a little bit something different in my winter spreads, and I thought the pink in this really brings out the rose gold. That's kind of throughout the whole set, and I think it turns out really pretty in the base. I just do the usual color blocking, and I just use I didn't use everything. I used the bottom washi bow, but not the confetti. I used all the overlays on the headers and the full boxes and the date numbers, as well as the bougie boxes. And I think it turned out so pretty and soft. But yeah, so I'm looking forward to this planning this week. This was a couple weeks ago now since I did the base, and also that was the week, so hopefully I'll be able to help you along this plan with me and I remember everything I did. But the main thing I was doing this week was finishing up a custom art set for Scribble Prints Co, and I finished some books and I started some new books, so we'll get into that. And then of course on Thursday night we found out that David Lynch passed away, so I've put that in my planner because I love David Lynch. I've been a fan for years and years and years, so yeah. When Mulholland Drive came out, I actually watched it with my dad on because we always watch films together on the TV when they came out to DVD, and we watched Mulholland Drive together, which is funny because I was young and, well, that film's just David Lynch. And then as an adult, my partner and I really got into Twin Peaks, and we watched the third season, The Return, come out live in 2017, which was super exciting. And I actually did a spread for it back then and made my own kit, but yeah, so I love that. So it was a very sad evening for that, but I will put that in my planner to remember. But yeah, let's get into the actual planning and finish up the base. Apologies that my very beautiful sparkly silver winter nails are gone, and yeah, replaced with these. These are not the color of what they were in the box. These are Dashing Diva nails. They're supposed to be like a pretty purple, but this is what came out instead, so with the live with it. Apologies. I miss my sparkly nails, but oh well. I will live, I guess. So let's just get started on the day by day. My audiobook this week was Sword of Kaigen, but I do finish that this week. And then I was working on the custom and planning shop sets. And I did get the custom done this week, which was nice because I needed to get that done. So first of all, every Monday we got Coffee Monday going in. And then I had a plan with me go up, and then we were just working all day on this custom. So let's put in our stickers. I just brought in a few different doodle colors from SPC, and then as well as a little bit of like wintry things. That'd be nice. And of course I'm using the rose gold foil bundle for the icons and some of the scripts. And this is a Planet Choco custom script. And I'm going to bring in my Papershire iPads because I love them so much, and they went with this set with the warmer pink tones. And then while I was working, I was reading Sword of Kaigen. So good. Yeah, it was kind of confusing at first because, I don't know, I wasn't sure if it was going to be... Like for a long time it was kind of 3 and 4 stars, and then it switched up around the middle, and then it got meandering a bit again. So structurally the book is a bit all over the place, but the emotional like notes that it hits are incredibly well done. So this book got bumped up to like a 5-star just because it made me really, really care about the characters and the story. So I just wish there was a bit, I don't know, it was a different kind of structure and not all the same. Some of the story could have been not there for me, but I think it either is sort of set up to have a sequel, but it never does. So it's supposed to just be, the writer decided it's just be a standalone. But apparently it also like serves as a prequel to their trilogy or like a YA trilogy. So I don't know. But anyway, I still enjoyed Sword of Kaigen. You'll see on Tuesday. I'm going to put an extra thing for that. But the rest of Monday, I caught up on Infinity Nikki in my dailies. We were still rewatching Happy Endings. And then I finished my Becky Chambers book on the Kindle, The Long Way to a Small Angry Planet, which I gave 4 stars, I think. I really enjoyed that. It's very slice of life. Like, there's an overall story arc, but you kind of like exploring the characters as they go on a very long space journey. And I really enjoyed it. And I have the other 3 books in the series, so I will get around to reading them. I'll leave Infinity Nikki blank because I do have scripts coming from Planet Choco. So on Tuesday, I did work out in the morning. It's been a bit tougher this past couple of weeks to do my workout, but eventually I'll get through, you know? I'm not like being super tough on myself about working out, but it has been good to do it. So I think I'm gonna fit one of these in here. I'll just put this for. And then I washed some clothes, did some laundry, and then I was doing more work on the custom. So I'll put those in there. Just using up all the fun scripts and the doodles. Just working all day long. My life at the moment is pretty much work, TV, and Infinity Nikki, but it makes me happy. So then I'm going to mark that I was still reading Sword of Kaigen, but I wanted to add that it made me cry real hard on this day. Like, I was trying to draw and I was like had tears rolling down my cheeks and my lines were getting a little wobbly. So yeah, it was quite a lot in that book. Quite devastating, but yeah, so it was good. I mean, I should say it is the sort of the subtitle of it is a war story, and it very much is. But yeah, I just wanted to mark it because I was ugly crying, and that's what I marked off on my book reading bingo in my reading journal, that it made me ugly cry. We just have Infinity Nikki and then Happy Endings. So that is Tuesday. Now for Wednesday, we start with a video, which was my January reading journal setup. And then I was binge watching some YouTube, catching up on streams and things, and then I was also working. So put those in there. Sure. I have to write in that I did my January journal in my reading journal, which I guess really soon I have to do my February one too. I've pretty much stuck to just doing the 2 pages for January, so I don't want to like accidentally fill up my notebook that I'm using half of for 2025. But then if I'm continuing into 2026, I'm going to start a new journal and like use up all the pages that I want. I think for this year, I'm going to keep it limited because I'm also starting a different journal for the Infinity Nikki game, which I will film, setting that up if you just want to watch someone journaling. But that's going to take up a lot of time too. So yeah, I'll have a couple of journals going at that point. All right then, and then this is the day that I finished Sword of Kaigen. Yeah, the ending is a bit like, oh, okay. A little bit, oh, okay. Like, not too bad, but overall, it's like life will continue, basically. And we won't get to see it, but that's okay. And then we had hot dogs for dinner, watched Happy Endings, and I played some Infinity Nikki. Let me put these in. I got a lot of mileage about my hot dog stickers from SBC. And they're not hot dogs. We use hot dog buns, but we use like British style sausages. So they're not like wiener hot dogs. They're like proper sausages, but so it's like a mix between a hot dog because you have the bun and also an Australian sausage sizzle because you have the normal sausage. Anyway, that's all there's to say. So that is everything for this first half of the week. Looking so pretty actually, especially color blocked. So we're gonna get into Thursday, and that s'mores plate looks really delicious. So let's go. Thursday, I started work. I needed to hit the ground running and get this custom finished, and I did finish it this day. So we have work and then send files, and then I did some meal. Well, Locke and I both did some meal prep this day. Just pre-cooking some things, putting some stuff together. So to put this for the sent files to Andrea. And then meal prep. Then, of course, I was playing Infinity Nikki, my beloved. Just so obsessed with it. And then oh gosh, okay. We were checking our food delivery app and we found that they added KFC to our thing. So if you don't know, when we first moved here, there was no KFC. They only recently in Finland got KFC the last couple of years, and none of them are near us. They're all in like malls outside of our area. But this KFC just got added on the very limit of the delivery circle. Like it goes through half of our building. So if we lived on the other side of the building, I guess technically we couldn't get a KFC. But yeah. So we're like, you know what? Let's do it. It comes from really far away, so we ordered a ton of it. So we thought we ordered like an extra lot, like an 8-pack of the chicken strips, because we thought we would just reheat them in the air fryer the next day and make homemade twisters, which is really easy. Twisters are super easy. And then we got our meals, and we got popcorn chicken and everything. And it arrived like almost over an hour, almost 2 hours later, and it was at the end of warm. But hey, we had KFC and we had a very delicious feast. And then the next day, reheating the chicken in the air fryer was so good. It was delicious. Oh my god, I loved it so much. Yes, we had a little KFC feast. It was just, yeah. It was a bit silly, but we felt like it. And the nice thing, the best thing is that, so if you didn't know, but KFC is slightly different around the world. Like British, American, and Australian KFCs are slightly different. And the Australian KFC is superior, of course. That's where I grew up. That's where I grew up with it. But luckily for us, the Finnish KFC is the exact same as the Australian KFC, except they also have milkshakes, which the Australian one does not. And I will say the milkshakes, do not get them because they're not great. Not in Finland anyway. We got chocolate milkshakes, and I think it was the Hershey's syrup, and that's kind of gross. But anyway. But they have like the same fries and the same sort of sides as the Australian KFC, so I love it. Love it so much. So we just had a KFC treat and we're watching Happy Endings, and then we found out that night that David Lynch had passed away. So I went and dug in and I found a blue rose, which is like a symbolic thing from Twin Peaks. I thought that would be the prettiest thing to mark for David Lynch. So yeah, was not the best time. I mean, I wasn't surprised at it because he said he's been suffering from I can't say the word today. But I can't say words today, I'm sorry. But he's been ill for a long time, and obviously, you know, we caught up with him. But especially with the LA fires, I know he got moved for that. So yeah, it was really sad. But I think the blue rose is perfect to mark for him. So yeah, I'm gonna write all of this out. And I'll just quote my top favorite quote, which is Log Lady, and she says, one day the sadness will end. And yeah, one day. So Friday, again, we had a video go up, and it was my October through December flip through. Just so we can get all those flip throughs done. And then I was working on the shop set that's coming out this Thursday. It's the next travel set, which is Seoul. So I was just working on that before the weekend, just getting a head start on it. So I've got my video here, and then we're working on Seoul. And we made those homemade twisters, so good, especially with the proper chicken. But a twister is literally like, you know, you have the wheat tortilla, then you have lettuce, tomato, the chicken, and then you just mix mayonnaise with a lot of pepper, and you let the pepper sit in there for a few minutes, and that's the sauce. It's so easy and so delicious. So it's definitely worth like getting extra chicken for later meals. Yeah, so those are tasty. My favorite KFC thing is twisters or popcorn chicken. So just to put that out there. All right, and then I did some filming. Did some filming, and then in the slow cooker we put on a minestrone soup, which was really yum. And then I was playing Infinity Nikki. And I was gonna put in listening to music, but I think I'll just leave that. We will just leave it. We'll just space these out a bit better, because I don't think I need to add another thing. Squeeze one more thing in here. All right. So we did some filming. And the minestrone, and Infinity Nikki, this little shoe. All right then. So then we come to the weekend, and the first thing I did was the laundry. I washed our bedding, and then we also did a whole bunch of cleaning. Maybe I'll switch these. All right, so we'll put laundry on a little thing, and then we had cleaning time because the script is a bit bigger for it. And then I was playing, you guessed it, Infinity Nikki. Maybe I'll just cut down this box to make it smaller, because I think that would be good. Be good to fit a proper size box in here. Because I'm using a script, that will be fine. I can just layer that over once they come. Laundry. And then we have cleaning time. Just vacuumed everything. Scrub the kitchen, you know. Then we have Infinity Nikki. And then I did some journaling. Just some journaling on my own. Let's see, I might put journaling in this. And then I started my next audiobook, or my last audiobook for January. I'm hoping to finish this for January. But I started reading The Wheel of Time, The Shadow Rising, which I think is it's the 4th book in The Wheel of Time. And yeah, it's been a bit rocky. I forget that, like, yeah, the writing's a bit dated. Like, the gender dynamics are very frustrating. And honestly, the first 60% of the book is nothing. Like, nothing really happens, and it's mostly just the boys going, oh my god, girls are so manipulative and annoying, and I'm sulky. And the girls going like, boys are so stupid, and we should manipulate them. And I don't know. Every time like some character does something, another character of the opposite gender like generalizes about it being their gender. It's endless. Anyway, after 60%, some actual stories started happening, so that's not been too bad. But also now there's like 3 new characters, and I have no idea what's happening. Yeah, but I'm happy because the Wheel of Time Season 3 that comes out in March is based on this book. So I'll be done with that, but also I'll be able to like realize what was happening by watching the show, which I much prefer, to be honest. They made some really good changes to make it more modern, and made a lot of good changes to the female characters and the male characters, and yeah. So I'm just struggling through this book right now, to be honest. It's almost done. Yeah. Otherwise, we changed from watching happy endings and we switched to rewatching Schitt's Creek, and then we had Indian delivered for this night. All right. And then for Sunday, the last day of the week, I'll do this middle box here for Infinity Nikki. We're also gearing up for on the 23rd, so the middle of next week, the Infinity Nikki got a huge update. So I was kind of like preparing for that, the new update, and just working on my dailies and things. But yeah, I'm in the middle of the Lunar New Year, Chinese New Year update, and it's huge, and I've been having so much fun. So, but I gotta make sure I get my videos out to you, because it's still good to have them done, and my planet needs to be done too. But otherwise, on this day, Nikki, and then I was filming, and then we're watching Schitt's Creek, and then we're like, what do you want to have for lunch? And then we remembered that we had mac and cheese box in the cupboard, so we had mac and cheese, and then I ended up just that night going into the bathroom, and I cut my hair. I trimmed my hair. I just did the 2 pigtails thing and trimmed the ends off, and then I did a little bit of trimming around my the pieces around my face just to make them a bit shorter. And yeah, just gave my hair a little trim, because it's good to cut off the split ends at the bottom, and it just makes it a little bit lighter on my head. And yeah, just trimmed it. Look, I just don't have the money for a real haircut anytime soon. So yeah, trimming it is fine with me. And then I was just reading more of The Shadow Rising. And that is my week of this week. I will say, maybe it was the last week. One of these, this week maybe we got some snow, like some big dumps of it, and then it's all melted away. We got no snow right now, which is incredibly sad, because I feel like usually we have snow in January in Helsinki, but not this year. No snow. So, but yeah, so this is a finished spread. It'll look a lot better once we have Infinity Nikki labels in, but we'll do some of these little deco bits from the foil bundle just to add a little bit more rose gold throughout. Yeah, not a terrible week. It was very good to get some art finally done this month, because it's been a slow start to the month after having like my holidays off, and just I think I was still recovering from a little bit of burnout, and then Sales have obviously not been very good. To be honest, once AI images came out, like it kind of decimated sales. So I'm hanging in there for now. Luckily, Locke has a job that they can support me a little bit more. I've had to cut back on certain things, but hopefully we can continue going. At this moment, I just don't have a plan. Like if I stopped doing my drawing, I don't know what to do, and it's very hard when I'm not a native Finnish speaker here. Even if I learned Finnish like at a really good rate, it's still actually very hard to get a job, but outside of tech. But I'm hanging on for now because some people still buy my art, and thank you so much if you do. I appreciate you so much. But otherwise, yeah, a very simple week. It just felt good to get a custom done and to continue on with some more work. But yeah, this is this week of January. If you like this video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. And don't forget to subscribe. Comment down below maybe a snowflake. I think we did that last week because it was snowflakey, but we're still trying to let's try channels maybe some snow. I guess not, because at least it's not icy and slippery, but you know, it's just kind of sad. It looks like a normal Australian winter out there, but it's colder, obviously. But still. Oh, anyway, I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day and week, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. I love you. Bye-bye.